Welcome to the Books, Beards, Booze podcast, where we talk books, drink booze, and have beards.
All right. As always, I'm Bob Tells by Bob.
I'm the Ask the Podcast, Derek.
I am Patient Zero, creative consultant, always zombified. Y'all need to just dunk me in Purell.
She's loopy on meds.
Hey, Purell. Not loopy. Dying.
Loopy-er.
Dying, basically.
Yeah.
Steroids and I don't get along. So
Yeah.
I've been like super jittery all day. Fainted this morning at work. That's
Yeah.
been super great.
Yeah.
And I'm allergic to most antibiotics. So we're trying a new one now. So I can't tell if I don't feel good.
Was
or...
it amoxicillin?
No. Not the delicious
No,
pink
not,
stuff.
Not amoxicillin.
Can't do azithromycin, so it wasn't that.
Is that
okay.
Z-Pack?
That's what
Yeah,
they
can't
gave,
do Z-Pack.
Oh.
They gave me azithromycin because I'm allergic to penicillin.
Yeah.
Last time I had an antibiotic, they gave me azithromycin, and I got flu-like symptoms from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But to be fair,
You drank heavily?
I drank heavily.
Yeah.
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 No, I can't do any sulfa drugs or Bactrim. That class of antibiotics and azithromycin kind of fucks me up. So this is something completely new, and I don't know if I don't feel good because I'm sick or if I don't feel good because of...
Does your face hurt?
Kind of. It's a sinus infection, so a little bit.
Because it's killing me. So,
I think I'm dying.
as always,
Probably.
This
Hopefully.
episode is this week's episode is brought to you by the Elderon Tales, an exceptional D&D experience that you won't want to miss out on. The Elderon Tales are a collection of stories happening simultaneously inside a vast fantasy landscape filled with undead horrors, elemental phoenixes, and warring nations. Go to ILDERON tales.com to follow along with their 4 interconnected campaigns or find them on YouTube directly. So,
Whoop, whoop.
got some news for y'all.
News.
Beep,
yeah.
beep, 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 beep. I miss that so much.
I'm going to start doing that with you.
Look,
Okay.
we are going to re-record all new trailers and stuff for the next season, and we're bringing back the
beep, 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 beep,
Well, I
beeps.
don't know because we don't.
Well, we can just drop it in.
we're
Can we
gonna-
just do like a tiny little, like half a second beep, 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 beep?
Ooh, you see, that requires a lot more editing.
It requires you to do some work,
Yeah,
Bob.
Yeah, I edit levels. I don't like.
Well, here's a different
splitting.
level of editing for you.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see. All right,
Ask
two-
him nicely, Tanya.
I don't
Two-
ask nicely. I make demands.
locks.
That's why you don't
of
get any of them.
All right. 2 locks of hair from King Charles I's beard
Oh, what?
are up for auction in the UK this week.
That seems like shenanigans.
370 years after he was beheaded for treason.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Do they have like a letter of authenticity?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the hair was snipped from Charles's dismembered head by royal physician Sir Henry Halford when his body was exhumed in 1813.
That's hot.
He was beheaded on January 30th, 1649, in front of a crowd at the Palace of Whitehall, where his severed head was then exhibited for all to see. The following day, they nicely sewed it back onto his body,
So they could
and he was
decapitate him
then
again?
embalmed and buried
Oh.
inside a sealed lead coffin.
That's awful nice of them.
So,
They beheaded him because that's what he deserved, but they were like, but, he was the king.
yeah, so put his head back on.
But you just imagine like sewing their head back on and just
Oh, no, that's
repeatedly
super
beheading
creepy.
them.
But it's still... You know what? I approve.
Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah.
So the guy who this Sir Henry Halford, as like thanks for him like doing this, he got to keep some beard hair and a vertebrae.
Bet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, they had to get one of those vertebrae off so they could get the head back on.
Yeah.
It was a little fucky, so
So
I feel like when you take apart a thing and put it back together, you don't ever get all the parts back
you
in.
can't get it.
there's always like an extra piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that vertebrae.
That's why I just don't take shit apart because I'm like never gonna be able to put this back together.
Yeah. But yeah, so he would like show like he'd have dinner parties and be like, oh look,
100%.
I have the vertebrae of King Charles I. Oh, would you like to pet his beard hair? I have that in a little.
I don't know that I would want to.
I don't think he was actually letting people
I know.
pet it, but
I know,
yeah.
but I'm just saying.
But yeah, so that's going up for auction.
That's
Did
a
they
weird-
have pictures?
Yeah.
I'm
It
gonna
was
have
like
to look this up later.
it was like little sprigs of hair like wrapped in ribbon kind of.
Yeah,
deal.
I was gonna ask if it was wrapped in ribbon. I
Yeah.
assumed it was.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So
That's an extra level of weird.
yeah.
Bob,
I'm with
you know
it.
what your new mission in life needs to be?
Get beheaded famously.
Yeah, sure, but also before you do that, make sure you can grow your beard long enough so that you can cut pieces off, tie it in ribbons, and then
Well,
put it on eBay.
it's there now. Like if I were to shave it, it's long enough that you could.
Yeah, but no one. I want you to be able to.
His wasn't like super long either. It was.
I know, but you need
shorter
a
sprigs.
couple inches.
Yeah. Well, my hair. Here's the thing. After I'm dead, my hair will continue to grow, so it'll get longer.
Only for a little while.
Well, still, longer is longer.
But not enough that's going to matter.
Every man will tell you every inch counts.
I mean, yes, but also it's not going to grow that much.
I think you'd be surprised.
Would I?
Okay. This is let's just keep going.
Moving on. So this week is our short reads. Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah.
Pray for me. Pray for me.
Oh yeah, she's doing the retail.
Doing that retail life.
The retail life.
Ugh.
Me
And my family's actually doing Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving this year. We'd never do Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, we always do Thanksgiving early, so I was expecting it to be Sunday where I could attend, but it's not. They're doing Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, and I'm going to miss out on that delicious fried turkey.
Tell them to make you a couple plates.
Yeah.
I will not see another family human being until like 4 days after Thanksgiving.
If you ask nicely, I will bring you some fried turkey from my Thanksgiving.
I would take back the mean things I said about you earlier in this episode.
Would you though?
I would until you got me the food back.
Yeah, there it is.
I was
There
about
it
to
is.
say, let her reiterate. She does not take them back. However, moving forward,
Ooh, Derek, you're writing some cat.
Until you get this bitch, I'm done.
I won't talk
All right,
shit until I get the
yep.
food, and then it's
There
all
you
bets
go.
off.
That's the
For
okay.
a whole week of no shit talking.
Oh my god, it'd be
Ooh.
amazing. Bob would just
Ooh.
be.
I would actually laugh at all your jokes.
Look, let's.
Be still his beating heart.
I don't want lightning to strike.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, this is our short reads episode.
Why'd you say it so spoopy, Lee?
Because these stories are kind of spoopy, and they
Yeah.
would have
that-
fit better last month.
Yeah,
Also,
that big one was
also
spoopy.
let's revisit them being short read.
Oh, thank you. Like,
Yeah,
psych, it's a novella, bitch.
yeah. The Star Plague is
Real long.
girthy, and the Butcher and the Baker is not.
Yeah, that was
But-
pretty.
Yeah, no, that was a short
It gave
read.
me a false
was-
sense of security. Is
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh man, I sped through this, man. Look at me. I'm getting.
So, which would y'all like to tackle first?
Let's go with the first one.
All right.
Butcher and the Baker,
Butcher
but
and
not
the
the
Baker?
candlestick maker.
Okay. The Butcher and the Baker is by Mike Allen. He is a World Fantasy, Shirley Jackson, and Nebula Award finalist, and he has written several poetry collections, including Strange Wisdoms of the Dead, The Journey to Kalish, and Hungry Constellations, which is a twisted dark... Also, a twisted dark fantasy novel, The Blackfire Concerto, and 3 collections of strange and scary short fictions, Unseeming, The Spider Tapestries, and Aftermath of an Industrial Accident, which is coming out next year.
That's cool.
Yeah, so all these are on Beyond Ceaseless... God, fuck, I always fuck their name up. Beneath Ceaseless Skies. Links on our website. I liked this story.
I did too. I enjoyed it.
I wasn't really sure what we were getting into,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like did it feel like a fairy tale?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I got a very strong fairy tale vibe off of
Like,
this.
wonder what the allegory here is that I missed, because it felt like there was
Pastries are best.
like.
That was my takeaway. Was pastries are best. Oh, Shay gave us a recommendation on Turkish Delight.
Really?
Yeah, he said a bunch of Turkish people moved to Washington State and made Turkish Delight with apples, and it had a specific name, so he said that's what we should try. So, what I think is
He should buy that?
Yeah, he should get that shipped to us. Is what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So, pastries is bestries. Was
food.
my moral.
I don't want
So
to talk
funny.
about food.
So funny.
But no, you know what? Honestly, like the closest analogy I came to was reading the old about the golem, like the Jewish
that's right.
folk tale of the golem. Like that was kind of what I related this to in
I did it first, but like I did in general idea, but I don't remember if there were any parallels story wise, other than the fact that they made a thing.
Yeah. Well,
because I don't remember the specifics of
it. The golem basically gets away from him. I forget exactly how or why. Like he makes the golem to keep them safe.
Right.
And then it becomes violent or whatnot, and he has to the symbol that's drawn on his forehead, he scratches it to make it the symbol of, instead of like the symbol of life, he alters it to make it the symbol of death, and that's what kills the golem.
That is unfortunate.
So that's what that's loosely what I remember.
Yeah, because when I was reading it, that was what kept coming to mind. A little bit like a tiny bit Frankenstein, but not too terribly. More golem-y.
Yeah. Well, argument could be made that Frankenstein was a golem.
Yeah.
So
I just thought about the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Oh man, I would fuck up some gingerbread right now.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking about.
Well, that
run as fast as you can. You can't escape me. I'm the gingerbread man.
I just want gingerbread.
Ginger Snaps was a good horror movie about werewolves.
Yeah, but see, people
wasn't there like a similar? Was it about a bunch of chicks?
Chick werewolves, right? Wasn't that
I thought
Ginger
so.
Snaps? Yeah, Ginger Snaps.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was about like
yeah,
females.
But I mean, can we all just real quick? We all acknowledge that gingerbread is better than ginger snaps, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like ginger snaps.
No, I like them too.
Iced ginger snaps.
Well, I like ginger snaps, but like gingerbread is
with a hot glass of hot tea.
Well, you get that Britain nonsense out of here.
I'm just
ginger snaps.
I'll say this: this is a freedom podcast.
Yeah.
No,
Liberty
business. I had blue suede shoes, which is a type of blue tea, and it was very tasty. It was a hot tea. It's the only hot tea I've ever been like, this is legitimately like good. Like I've had hot tea before. It tastes like
water with some slight flavor.
A little dirt, yeah. And I've like every hot tea I've ever had, I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, but if I'm just going to have a hot drink, I'd rather have cocoa, you know. Yeah. But this was like legitimately, I was like, oh wow, I see the appeal now. If all tea tasted this good,
my coworker had this like lemon and ginger tea that she just got today.
Sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, I was going to try
lemon and ginger.
Yeah, I just completely forgot. Instead, I had a cider. She let me get a cider from her. Yeah, that was really good too.
Yeah, got up in cider. Yeah,
rude, but no, cider's good.
Yeah, a coworker of mine, Jacob, he brought me blood orange tea for like Halloween from Books A Million, Barnes & Noble. Books A Million, it had to be Books A Million.
Yeah.
But they also have like an Edgar Allan Poe tea. So it was really tasty. That blood orange one was real good.
Poe tea.
Were they?
I'm gonna laugh.
Were they like individual?
Just think about the turkey, Tanya. So funny.
So funny.
It's just so clever.
We are so.
Oh my God! Use the voice.
Oh my God! You're just like so funny.
We are so off topic.
But while we're off topic, so like, was this like individual tea bags or see?
She loves a good tea bag.
God damn it. Oh my God. It's just like, you're just always so funny. Think about the turkey. Just think about the turkey.
Gobble, gobble. Anyways, so
this what is story it like? Just lay there and think of England? Just sit here and think of the turkey. Just, that is just so funny.
That's aggressive.
God.
That's aggressive.
So about these stories.
Yeah.
So, what was in her basement? That's what I want to know.
I kind of was curious at one point when that originally came up. I had a theory, but then it just never went back to it.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. I kind of assumed that like she was having to kill apprentices to like give life to the thing that she made or something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wondered. Like it talked about how she had to give up something to make him,
right?
But it never really says. It never says what she gave up that I picked up on. And you can't go into the basement.
And she made him before she killed her husband,
right? Because she made him to kill the husband,
right?
Yeah.
So it couldn't have been that she sacrificed her husband for that.
A kid?
The way it read, as I read it, it implied that she had to give up something of herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is just how I read it. But then, well, why can't you go in the basement? What's in the basement?
What's in
the bags? What's in the bags?
I had kind of forgotten
mystery.
about that. But like when it came up, that's what it stuck out to me. I was like, ooh, here we go. We're going to get back to this. And it kind of made me think that because when they were talking about how he was talking about how he was injured and why wasn't it healing, and was basically like said something along the lines of it's different this time, or something like that. That's what I assumed it was. It was her basically like, you don't understand. I have to like kill something to fix you.
I can patch you, but I don't think I can really fix it unless this works because I'm out of sourdough starter basically. So
So what do y'all think? Do you think she was really like a bad guy, or was she telling him the truth?
I assumed that she was bad because like I don't care. Like, does it really matter if you're bad? Like, you can't just send somebody off to go kill
Right.
people.
No, I guess what I'm saying, like, the thing that I think about, like, I don't think it never really explains why she has to kill the husband. I don't recall.
I didn't pick up any
I
reason.
didn't pick up, but the
business rival,
the business rival,
like
that one. You know, he's claiming, oh well, you done stole my recipes. You know, was that legit? I wonder.
I think that she probably feels like she's telling the truth and that she's not like actively trying to murder competition.
Yeah.
But she has like a fucked up worldview because, I mean, why are you making like bread men to murder folks?
Why are you making murder hobos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, I think like it doesn't matter if she's an evil person or not an evil person. Like her reality is not real reality, and she's reacting to the reality that she lives in, which isn't.
I also think a lot of what we get, because he's the gingerbread man's a narrator. I think.
Are we just gonna call him the gingerbread man so that we have? Because I don't remember if he didn't have a name.
Yeah,
he did. It was like.
Oh no! Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't remember it, but he had a name.
I read this one last week.
Yeah, same.
Gingerbread man. I don't know.
Yeah, but no. So because here's the thing. There's a lot of references that he makes about her.
Yeah.
Right.
That he interprets very positively. Mm-hmm. I think he's looking at her through rose-colored lenses.
Right.
I think so much of what he's seeing, like he's like, oh well, she's checking in on me, she cares, No. I think a lot of the early interactions you get with her are colored from his very forgiving gaze upon her kind of deal. And so, I think she's evil as fuck.
Oh, yeah, so do I, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought...
There was room for ambiguity there. I could, if someone wanted to make a counter argument, I would listen and tell them they were wrong. But
I'm sorry I couldn't do that for you, Bob. I guess I...
No. Well, but, so it was a really good story, though. It was really enjoyable. Sad story, you know. He's going to walk around with this cold little cut in his heart forever.
But
don't we all?
Oh.
But that's the price you pay
for your freedom.
Alive. Yeah.
And again, don't we all walk around like that?
With cold, dead hearts?
Yep. Allegory, life. You're made by somebody and you think they're really cool, and then you realize, ooh, maybe they're not, and then you just have to wander around with this gaping cold hole in your chest.
And she keeps looking at me while saying this, like...
You didn't make me. You're not my daddy.
You're not my real dad.
Just savage. Just...
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think that's a little darker interpretation than some people.
So murdering gingerbread men's totally fine, but when I try to apply it to real life, suddenly it's a big deal. Jeez, fairy tales have layers like ogres.
Yeah,
to keep with my Shrek
like fluffy pastries.
Mm-hmm.
Could we stop talking about the fucking pastries? I have barely eaten today.
Those peely biscuits.
Flaky
layer biscuits.
Flaky layer biscuits, yeah.
Ooh, and you just like butter a little bit. All the layers peeling apart.
So let's dive into the story that I feel might be more controversial, The Star Plague by Rich Larson. Rich Larson was born in Galmi, Niger, and has lived in Canada, the USA, Spain, and is now based in Prague in the Czech Republic. Better check himself. He is the author of the novel Annex and the collection Tomorrow Factory, which contains some of the best of his over 150 published stories. His work has been translated into Polish, Czech, French, Italian, Vietnamese, and Chinese. And you can find free fiction and support his work via his Patreon at patreon.com/richlarson. So, The Star Plague. I also liked this story because this is a very me story. I could see me writing this story. Like, this is of the stories we have read on this podcast, I think this is the most me story. So this is where y'all say
stuff, weird
where y'all
things.
This is where y'all say I hated this story. It's less the content, but more just the way the way it's written.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. Is very like, it is a horror story. I write a lot of horror, and just the way it unfolds and whatnot is a very, I write like this.
The biggest thing that I did not like about this story, and let me just say I did enjoy this story. I liked it more than I liked the gingerbread story because I felt like I had more happening here. Obviously, because it's a novella and not a fucking short story. But I didn't like how it felt old. But then also the guy's like, man, fuck you. Like, what? Now wait a minute here.
That kind of took me out.
Yeah, it kept
broke immersion.
Yeah, like when the fuck is this? Is this past times? Is this post-apocalyptic future times? Because why is this guy saying fuck you? I mean, but also I kind of feel like that's an emotion throughout all of history. Yeah. But for him to be like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
it's just
it
felt weird.
Yeah, it did. That's literally really about the only thing I can complain about this story. I liked the what the fuck is in the crater.
You were really just in it for the baby goat.
I really was just in it for the baby goat.
So was he.
100%.
So was he.
100%. I was like, I thought about like, can I just fake it and not finish reading this story? But I was like, I need to know what happens to this goat, honestly.
Yeah.
And then like the guy was like, he's looking, he's like, that guy's holding my fucking goat too tight. I hope he realizes what we're doing, but don't strangle my goat. It's like, I'm with it. You didn't lie about the goat, so you get to keep your penis. Like, I kind of feel like that's motto, life motto right there.
Mood.
Yes. Big mood. Yeah. I love baby goats, Derek, by the way.
I am aware. Yeah.
So
even when they're not
adorable.
giving us beers.
Yeah, it's
and
fine.
they're not in pajamas.
Even when they're not in pajamas. Okay. It's their little tails, just do. So adorable. Love them. They're great.
Right, yeah. Derek, what were your thoughts?
What do you think my thoughts were, Bob?
I think that, here's my thought. I think you're not overall a fan of this story because you feel like there's more to this story.
There was like 15,000 fucking words. That's plenty.
So I loved this story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah, like I thought originally I was going to hate this story.
Yeah.
Because it's in fucking present tense.
Yeah.
And that shit pissed me off the whole time.
It's not super common.
And it bothers me so much. But I don't care because it was like great.
Oh yeah.
And I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And there was like
it felt like a video game.
It literally did.
It felt like a video game.
What I was going to say
was like when you walk into the temple and the thing's like hunched over by the altar and then it starts splitting apart. Like, ooh, fucking boss time.
Yeah, we basically read like the opening cinematic to Diablo.
No,
8 or something.
Okay. See, I definitely felt...
that's how I felt about it.
That, shit. The Warcraft expansion that had
Zerg.
No.
Warcraft.
World of Warcraft expansion that had like the fucking snow and shit with all the Norsey things. Obviously, I thought about that.
I know what you're talking about.
Wrath
of the Lich King.
Wrath. When you had that one place with the Norsey things.
Shit.
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about.
Nerds will understand that. It's been a minute. So, I mean, it definitely made me think of that, but then also just like creepy, just
tentacly, well, not tentacles, but like
I'm thinking about our hot dog guy with his like extra leg, just scorpion tailing. It's just, I loved it. It was great. And then creepy rubbing his legs together like a fucked up cricket.
That was really cool.
Like, ugh,
that was really cool.
So,
I liked this a lot.
And here's the thing. It's like because Bob's like, oh, Derek didn't. No, you didn't like. So Bob, I feel like maybe I haven't gotten this across yet. I love the feel and style of stories you shoot for. Like I love them to death. They're so much fun. Like I think there's something to them that always I like them a lot. And no offense, but this is just a pro doing it,
right?
Who has more experience and stuff. So it's like, wait, so you mean it's the feel and some of the main aesthetic things that I like? Okay,
yeah.
I mean,
I'm with it.
I did have to get past the cursing did throw me, and the present tense was a problem. But like everything else, dude, I was so there for it. Like my low key, one of my favorite moments in the whole thing was like, oh, that's my favorite colored ink. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Smash! War paint.
War paint.
Yeah.
Yep. It's so fucking great.
And the dude just like, I'll take some of that. It was like, oh, it looks fucking ridiculous on you.
Yeah. But okay, let's do it, bro.
It was I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, that was my, and the fact, like, I legitimately, the ending was like the best part. It was like, because I forgot that they were looking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did it, and I was like, oh man.
Oh yeah, because I'm the husband. Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah. I was concerned that it was gonna end like a fucking Lovecraft, where everybody like, oh boo, you thought they were gonna live, haha.
Yeah.
But then that's not what it did. It ended before we got to see what happens next. So that's why it felt like a video game cinematic opening to me. Because it's like...
Yeah.
Now's the boss fight.
You go through all this shit. You fight all this stuff. You get to the end. You think you killed the boss. And then this giant fucking thing rolls up in front of you. And you just take a deep breath. Pick up the sword.
Once more into the fray.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh, it was so good.
This story is very similar structurally to Alien. The movie Alien.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Which is simultaneously the best horror movie ever made and top 3 or 4 best sci-fi movies ever made, in my opinion. And yeah, no, this was great.
Another low-key awesome moment was when he rubbed his swords together
to make the sound, and it like
what the fuck?
My favorite moment when he was like, this stupid thing acting like an anglerfish. Ooh, thinks he's going to catch me.
Oh, yeah,
and then he's like, oh, fuck, I am
a fish.
stupid.
Yeah, that was
that.
the only time the fuck thing didn't bother me.
Yeah, fuck, I am a fish.
Fuck, I am a fish.
Fuck, I am a fish.
I loved it.
I really did. And
Oh, God.
how unapologetic the main character was.
Yeah, and when
he was just like...
Well, he apologized one time.
No, I just mean
No. When the drunk guy's cracking a joke and he freaks out, he turns around and stabs him. He's like, "Oh, yeah. Well, sorry. Tell him I said he was funny."
Yeah, I was just a little nervous.
I just loved that it was so.
Oops, forgot about you.
Yeah,
just
so,
like hacks his legs
because it was like he's not a good dude.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, you're what we got, so let's fucking do this.
I enjoyed it. I'm glad it was as long as it was, because
after the fact.
Yeah. At the time, I'm like, when is this going to end? But no, I really enjoyed it. I felt like I got enough backstory and enough character building, and they threw a goat in there, and I was automatically hooked.
And I like that he was just all about that goat.
Yeah.
No real reason. He's just like, I like the fucking goat. Although I did kind of like the I guess it's kind of symbolism where like. So I feel like there was like almost a cross of pseudo symbolism that I'm not real sure about because I didn't think about it too much until just now. But like he was protecting the goat, kind of like
would have protected his kid.
Well, he
dead.
protected the lamb, and earlier he killed the wolf.
Right.
Oh.
And but also
symbolism.
Right, but also at the same time, so he was kind of like Jesus or God or whatever it is. But also since he was like. Northman.
Yeah, he was a Viking.
But he worshipped like Odin and stuff.
Yeah.
He's like he was blind at one point,
being able to see,
but then he can see again by the time of the end that he's fighting back against.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff.
Yep.
That, could have been completely ignored, but
I've read more stuff like this than y'all. But one thing I really like is when it's stuff that takes place that's like pseudo historical. Like this is, I'm no fucking expert on Viking culture and Anglo-Saxon monasteries, but like generally what I'm aware
Seems
of,
legit.
This is pretty legit, and I love when people make references to Jesus and like just Christian mythology or like religion from a different perspective, like how the way he talks about like, oh, you're dead, God.
They're hanged
He's
God.
Like, they're hanged God and stuff like that.
I like that because like, I also have a hanged God.
Right, yeah.
How is your hanged God any different than my hanged God?
He came back to life.
Yeah, he's like, you're dead, God. Oh, he
came back.
He came back.
He came back. Yeah.
Which, like all the bodies in the
came back to life.
Came back. All you got to do is hamstring them. I was like, I was kind of nervous this was going to be like a zombie story, and I was like, I'm going to be soft if this is like a whole zombie story.
Here's the thing: he would not have had any real concept of nervous systems and
Yeah.
that the brain
Yeah.
would control. And
Yeah.
So like it makes perfect sense.
Just
You know, like
hamstring 'em.
in a zombie thing,
that's
you'd take their head.
Honest to God, when I was reading this, I was like, but what if the head doesn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like as I was like, oh man, if the head doesn't work, because this is kind of like magic. I don't know how magic zombies work,
Yeah.
except for zombies. Now
Yeah.
that I think about it, so it was like, yeah, definitely hamstring him. Then he started hamstringing. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
to me, that was perfect. Like if he had gone around, like I wouldn't have been mad if they had gone
just
around
cutting off heads.
But the thing is, it's actually really hard to cut off a head. Like
It's easy to cut the fucking
Tendons back your
Yeah,
knee.
Yeah.
yeah. Like
hamstring a motherfucker.
yeah, that's much easier to do.
Yeah.
And like again, they only have 2 weapons,
Yeah.
and he's got them both. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked the fact that shit got real once they rolled up on the beast when it came out of the dude.
Yeah.
Like before that, I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, and I kind of like there is pseudo zombies, but like for all I know, maybe there's some I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. Then they stab him, and something comes bursting out of him. Oh no, this is some Diablo shit.
Yeah.
Like literally, I'm like, pretty sure this happened before
Yeah.
in a Diablo game.
Yep. I'm
If
with it
not,
though.
was- oh yeah, I was so
All
I
the
was
way
in
with
there.
it,
I was
yeah.
all in. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's fucking do this.
yeah, and I thought it was a really well crafted alien creature.
Yeah.
Like it seemed very realistic.
Oh yeah, and there
Yep.
was a couple of places in there where there was a good the the prose wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
but there was a couple of places where like just the turn of phrase was.
Yeah.
Really
I liked his
It-
alliteration.
like-
He seemed to be like really big on like the alliteration. If you kind of look at what our protagonist actually his speaking words, that amused me. And he was telling it. He
Yeah,
told
everybody
that one
told
guy,
that
he's
dude
like,
to rhyme,
"Can you
make
make
it
it
rhyme."
rhymey?" And he's like, no.
Yeah. Well, like again, like because this guy writes like this story is written like I write.
Right.
Like I don't have like this incredibly flowery prose, but one thing I think that I'm good at is a powerful phrase here or there, like or like something like just like a. You get to the end of a scene and you just drop that one line
Yeah.
that like and like I think that was kind of what was going on here. Like this is not the floweriest thing we've ever read on here, but
Oh,
it
not at all.
gets the job done, and then it just has these
Great moments.
These great moments, you know.
Yeah, mostly it was that they got me fully behind,
Yep.
All in on the
fully
character.
all in
Yep.
on the main character. Like
Yeah.
that was my guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
And he's not a good dude, so
No.
that's the thing. It's like later discussions on other things will touch on this, but you have to make me buy into the main character in some way,
Or you just don't give a
some
fuck.
way, or I
Yeah.
don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
And like they managed to get me whole. I'm there. I'm with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And then shit just like I was with him before he started being good at killing things.
yeah.
Like I was just like, oh man, this kind of sucks to be him. And then you kind of like, oh, so we're going on a mission now. All right, dude, let's do this. And
Yeah.
then like, then he showed how competent he was at murderizing things. I'm like, bruh, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
I love how excited he got when he killed the wolf.
Oh yeah.
And he's
I
like,
don't fucking-
fuck yeah! And then he's like,
Who
oh,
the fuck
well,
am I gonna tell?
I guess it won't.
But I
It
love
was already kind of sick and dead anyway.
I love
still
how
fucking
he still
cool.
just pimps it out to every. Oh yeah, I bit it. You know, I bit
Oh,
throw it out. You know,
love
or
it.
like everything he kills. Like when
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I
Yeah, I
totally,
just bit-
yeah, I just totally
Did it with
I
my
just-
teeth.
Yeah,
Chomp, chomp. Yeah.
I thought it was so like, it was so relatable. When he was like, fuck yeah, I killed that thing. I mean, I can't tell anybody that I killed this thing because I'm
It's already
completely,
like, I'm alone.
I'm alone. I've been outcast twice, but fuck you, I don't care. I still did it.
Yeah.
The best.
Like, it's still a wolf. It's
Yeah.
kind of dead, and its teeth don't go together, and it's real mangled from previous
doesn't matter.
fights,
It's
but
still fucking a
still
wolf.
counts.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
a wolf.
So the one cool thing, like historically, so he's an outlaw, and that has like actual very specific connotations back in the day. Like right now, we just refer to like outlaws, like Wild West outlaws. Woo, woo, woo. What an outlaw meant in this time is that they are outside the law. Anyone can kill them and not suffer any repercussions.
Right.
So him being like he I don't think he was necessarily exiled. He was just outlaw, and he knew if he stayed where people knew he was outlaw, that
They
he
would
was
just kill him.
they could just kill him, and there would be
yeah.
No reason not
yeah.
to.
So
So anything that he had done in the past that upset people.
yeah, I would like to know how he wound up in England from like how the like I would like to know more of this guy's his like how did you wind up here?
Well, Bob, that's why you play the game
Yeah.
that this is
That's a
clearly
different-
the opening cinematic for.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You'll get a flashback cinematic later.
Yeah.
Because after everyone knows that he doesn't
him.
die in this fight, he gets hurt, and then you wake up later.
He has some fever
That's
dreams.
gonna be my last question. Do y'all think he beats the wife?
I don't think so.
Well, it depends. If it's me playing the game, no, because I suck at games.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't want to think about it. Because...
I think he does. I
Well,
don't know. I don't know that he necessarily survives the fight, but I think
They both go down.
Maybe. I mean, I could see him like shoving a priest, shoving a monk in the way, but I also think back to like again, movie Alien.
Yeah.
This kind of happens. Like, if you haven't seen that movie, I'm about to spoil some shit, but fuck you. You've had like 40 years to see it.
Old.
My lifetime to see it.
Basically, like the bulk of the movie is trying to fight this one alien running around the spaceship, and then at the end, Ripley thinks that that they beat it, but gotta fight the Queen now.
Oops.
The Queen's here, and she loads herself into this like
mech
thing and beats her.
I thought that was the second one.
No.
Oh. What happened in the second one? No, because in the second one she gets in the thing because she protects the little girl, and that's in the second one.
Oh, you are right. You are right. Well, in the first one, she thinks that all is that they've beaten it, and then she like is about to put herself to sleep, kind of deal, and then realizes, oh no, it's still here, kind of deal, and she still beats it.
Yeah.
And so this guy is basically Ellen Ripley.
So I think he's gonna kill it and survive, and here's why.
Because the goat.
Because I think
he is the goat. He has a goat.
Yep, he's the goat. He's the greatest of all time. Woo! No, I like to think he's magic. Because, like, he's starting to be able to see again. Like, I feel like there's something happening there. Because, like, he killed that fucking monstrosity with, like, 18 fucking claw appendages and
like,
fucking...
really, he, other than getting fished, he did all right again. Like, he
kind of
hurt.
He
and he even knew he was going to get fished. He's like, I'm not a fucking fish.
Fuck, I am a fish.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, like, if the thing hadn't tricked him, I think he'd have got out of that
and the way they very obviously mention it at the end that he can see again.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's like some
something going on there.
some magic stuff going on, and because like he made a comment. It's like, where I got stabbed, it's really not bleeding as much as I thought it would be.
Oh, you think maybe he's infected?
I thought about that too.
Maybe.
But I also thought, I was like, I don't know, like maybe because he mentions at one point his God's acting through him.
Yeah, well, so like he prays at that tree, and then like the clouds part looks like Odin's watching the city, and the other priest guy was like, "That's really beautiful." It's like Odin's watching. Let me go wreck face.
I kind of think like maybe his God's acting through him.
Maybe okay. I feel better. I feel better about our priest.
Odin's got his back.
Yeah.
Because now I just want to. And look, there's just something about Norse mythology. I don't get what it is because I don't know much about it.
But it's neat.
But it's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was going to take the fucking, like...
and do runes and shit on his body? That's what I thought, too.
I thought he was going to put runes on his shit, and I was like, this is the shit.
Yeah. Well, probably
he did have some shit. Didn't they describe he had, like, some shit drawn on his face?
It was dry. Like, it was fading, though.
But I kind of thought he was going to pop that open and, like, trace back over the shit he had on his face, kind of thing.
Well, he can't do that because he's died and come back. He's a new person now, and he's got to make new images on his face.
Okay. Well, we war painted.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, it was.
I really enjoyed this story.
Yeah.
I was into it. Again, it did take me. I don't know that I ever fully got over the.
It got a slow. It had a slow start.
It did,
but it got.
Oof. Yeah, but that's kind of part of what I liked about it. Honestly, because I was reading, I was like, this is kind of slow. I don't really know what's happening. But then once things start happening,
it's popping off, bro.
Does not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, oh. And then he killed more things. And then they're fucking terrified. And they're screaming. And they're hiding. And he's pissed off they drink all the goddamn wine.
Yeah. I like that too. Like,
and the dude just walking with his head just getting scraped against the stone. No fucks given.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ow. Ugh. Neck. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
I liked
it.
Was
cool.
Good read.
Yeah.
Good read.
Yep.
So I've got some. I got a new Rianko, but this isn't a new product. It's a press release warning.
Okay.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but do y'all remember the turducken from last week?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Did you get out of the lab?
Well, do you remember the guard octopus from a few
yes.
weeks before?
Did the
They got loose and mated.
This sounds delicious.
So
calamari turducken?
The Cathurki
Cathurki
is on the prowl. It's have y'all seen a Cathurki?
No.
Look up Cathurki.
I don't think I want to do that.
Do
I need to put my safe search on?
No, it's a turducken.
Well, Tanya, you don't need to do it out in public.
Well, you know how I am about that.
Them tentacles.
Yeah. No, I'll show y'all a picture. Everyone should just look up Cathurki. It's CTHURKEY.
You can just put it on our Facebook group. Put it in the Facebook group.
But that's a Cathurki.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
So
I'd eat that.
Yeah. No, it's like a turkey stuffed with an octopus on a bed of crab legs.
Yuck.
I'm not so big on the crabs.
Yuck.
But the rest of that sounds glorious.
So yeah.
Yuck.
So anyway, so the Cathurki is on the prowl. Fair warning.
Guys, I need you to put it down and deliver the Cathurki.
Yuck.
A cooked Cathurki.
Yuck. Oh, well, yeah, thoroughly cooked, because otherwise...
I guess I could do it myself.
Have you seen the video of the girl trying to eat an octopus when it's still alive, and it
it
sucks her eyeball?
Oh, God,
and
it's
she
crazy.
freaks out because it bites her, because, shocker, they have beaks, and she's trying to eat it while it's still alive, and it, suction cups, the side of her eyeball, and she's crying, trying to peel it off, and it, bites her cheek.
Crazy video.
Tanya,
you dumb bitch.
Tanya bean flicked to that for days.
I mean, if you like what you like.
Torture porn.
No kink shames here.
No, that's a kink shame. That is a shame.
Eating live octopus? Yeah, I'll kink shame you. If that's your kink.
Octopi can't consent.
No, if you're being
I don't know, they're smart enough. I think we just haven't given them the apparatus by which to consent.
Yeah.
All right, that got weird.
Yeah, well, that's of this show.
That's us.
Yeah.
All right. So, in the coming week, is it about to fucking rain?
I think it's just the sound of the outside.
Why is the outside so scary?
I don't like the outside.
Well, it's also winter, fall time. It's 4:30. It's dark. It's not overcast. It's just...
But doesn't it sound like...
It did kind of sound like there was a gathering storm. I could feel it. I could feel it in the air.
I can feel
it coming in the air tonight.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Doo-doom, ba-doom, 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 boom, boom. I watched a person drown. I did not. That's what that song's about.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm glad this episode's over.
I don't feel good. These medicines have made me do things.
In the coming week, as the Phil Collins fills your ears.
Fills your Collins?
Fills your Collins.
It's funny.
May the blessing of the beard be upon you. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everyone.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Books, Beards, Booze. Our co-hosts are Bob, Derek, and Tanya. Our producer is Bob. For more information, visit our website, booksbeardsbooze.com. Follow our social media at Tales by Bob. If you enjoyed this podcast, please rate, subscribe, and share. Okay, bye.